Taking a quick look at this new Egretech, this is the Plume 300, and this is a very small, very compact unit. So if you're looking at getting something that's, kind of similar to like this Jackery 160, and by the way, I'm really surprised so many people are still buying this thing because this thing is just so outdated. And in fact, what's really bad about it is it's got a modified sine wave inverter, so you don't even want to be using that. That thing could actually damage anything you try to power with it. And then the USB ports, there's no quick charge, there's no fast charge. The USB-C is not even like a 45 watt, it's like a 20 watt. So, I mean, a lot of people will say, well, this is actually a nice option to have because there's not too many, like power banks and stuff. They don't give you like a solar, actually, I don't even think this has MPPT, but it does have a solar charge controller on it. So, if you want to have something lightweight that can, charge with solar and then give you some USB outputs, it is a decent option for that. But this new Egretech just kind of blows all those specs out of the water. We do get a pure sine wave inverter on there, and it is 300 watt as well, so it's a lot more power. And I wasn't even aware of these products until I just reviewed these new models here, the silver ones. It's just because the design really caught my attention, and then I just started looking at these other ones, and I was like, these are actually pretty well designed units as well. Now, the only one that's available, currently, these are all like new models this company is launching. All these are all just, it's just like it's a new company with a bunch of new products. So the only one that's available, the one I'm talking about in this video, is the Plume 300. But it looks like they are going to have some bigger ones kind of with the same form factor coming here soon. And just to give you an idea on the size of this thing, now they're actually in this graphic here, they're comparing it to the Jackery 300. So this isn't the 160, the 160 would be probably, a little bit smaller, something like this, and something like this, you know. But still, I mean, it kind of gives you an idea of the size of this thing. And just being able to, the form factor, that's how narrow it is, being able to just slide it in a backpack or something, right? And the reason they're comparing it to the 300, actually, not the 160, is because the specs are actually quite similar to the 300. We get a little bit less capacity, but we'll talk about that here in a second. But still, take a look at these specs. I mean, 260 watt hours, 300 watt, and it is a pure sine wave inverter. We do get MPPT for the solar controller, and it is up to 100 watts as well, which is about double what you could get in the 160, Jackery 160. And then of course we get 100 watt USB-C, and it is in and out, so you can charge with that as well. And as I mentioned, this thing does have a MPPT solar controller built in, and they're actually using a little 5521. So, a lot of portable panels will come with, especially the smaller, like 100 watt panels, will come with an adapter kit, something like they're using here. Now, this isn't included. We'll kind of talk about which cables are included with this thing here in a second. But you can always get 5521. And if one of the reasons you're kind of looking at the Jackery 160 is because maybe you have some Jackery solar panels, you can actually get, I actually found this on Amazon. There's a company, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name, but they do make this, this little adapter here that you see here. It actually comes with the kit of a 4-pack of other ones, but this is the one you would want. This is actually the Jackery female connector, the standard, 8mm, and it actually outputs the 5521, which you could use with this thing. And as far as everything that it comes with, like I said, they basically give you everything you would need except for the solar cable. But we do get the AC stuff there. We do get the car cable, okay? So you do have that. That's just a car plug to a 5521. And then they actually do give you a USB-C cable too as well, which is nice. And then as far as the straps, it's the one you see that they always show pictured is that nice little leather strap, right? That's kind of a nice little design detail. Something I'm not actually too surprised to see from this company because, like I said, they clearly do focus on design. And then they actually do give you a little shoulder strap as well, which would be nice. So yeah, I think this product is just, far superior to this Jackery 160. And if you do buy this thing, or if you have already bought this thing, I would just highly recommend not using the inverter at all. I've actually made a video on this as well. Just check out my other videos. And if you really want to get a Jackery, basically get either the 240 here or the 300. These are both like really good products. But still, I would just make sure before you buy any of those smaller Jackeries, take a look at this thing because again, this is just, especially with this coupon they got here, $140 coupon on this thing. So that actually drops it to about 160, right? And like I said, this thing is just a lot smaller than all of those Jackeries, and the specs are actually quite similar to the Jackery 300, and just blows the 160 out of the water. So yeah, something you might want to just take a look at from this new company, Egretech. They seem to, the designs on these things are definitely impressed me. So, hopefully the build quality and everything else will live up to that as well. But, so just something to take a look at. And hopefully just kind of found this overview helpful or interesting. And yeah, thanks for watching.